Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Bands. I'm your host, Atticus Johnson, and in this edition, we will be getting to know Kottontail Angel from Springfield, Missouri, whose music can be described as hyperpop, dance pop, and dark pop. Let's get started with their first song, Runaway.
When I broke my legs to run with you guys, you would always trip me when I would run away. But now I don't have to run at all anymore. Running in a race that was rigged from the start. I should know better. You only know what you have when it's gone. I know you're here in my mind and in my heart, but it's harder to understand the loops when you're tied in a knot. And I would run away, but now I don't have to run at all anymore. Running in a race that was rigged from the start. I should know better, but every time I don't see the signs, and I would run away, but now I don't have to run at all anymore. Running in a race that was rigged from the start. I should know better.
Joining us today is Kottontail Angel. It's great to have you on here today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about the song we just listened to, Runaway?
So, Runaway actually is one of the oldest songs on the album. It's one of the first vinyl tracks I ever did. And the non-story based meaning behind that song is just like when I wrote it originally, I felt like I was kind of in a place where I, for a long time, was running away from a lot of my problems, isolating myself from other people, and just, overall running instead of like dealing with life stuff. And that song was kind of like how do I word this? It was kind of like me coming to realize that I don't have to run away from my problems, that I don't have to isolate myself from other people, and just learning to appreciate those around me and life experiences. So,
Okay, so you said it originated from you just wanting to, for realizing that you can not run away from your issues anymore.
right, yeah. The whole chorus is just like me forgetting my chorus to my own song. Wow. But the chorus really kind of brings that whole idea home overall as well.
Yeah. You describe your music as a blend of hyperpop and synth pop and a little bit of trap influences. Can you explain a little bit of what those genres are?
So I would say that the big one that a lot of people don't know about is hyperpop. Hyperpop, the best way to describe it is like think normal pop music, but with like a very heavy bass, some crunchy synths, and a fat snare. Trap is a derivative of like hip hop, R&B, and dance slash synth pop is the pop music that we all know and love.
Right.
So
Carly Rae Jepsen, Charlie
yeah,
XCX.
yeah.
So, well, speaking of, what are some of the artists that kind of influence your sound?
I gather influence from all over, I mean, literally. But throughout the process of writing my debut album, it was really like Melanie Martinez, Lil Peep, Sophie, definitely a little bit of Charlie, but like some of her unreleased tracks. We don't talk about that. Um, but yeah, and then also like, Frexium.
So, kind of a little bit from kind of all over the board.
Oh yeah, I listen
kinda-
to everything, any kind of music that you can think
Yeah.
of, really.
Well, you said you were kind of inspired by Melanie Martinez. I know she kind of does a lot of outfits with her shows. what is kind of the importance of the outfit that you're wearing today?
It kind of drives home the story that I'm trying to tell. I am dressed as Cottontail Angel, you know, Cottontail Bunny. The angel part comes from the fact that I am posing as like either a spirit guide or a soon to be fallen angel. And I think it just overall drives home the theme of the album while also giving something visually interesting to look at and to focus on while, you know, taking in the story.
So you'd say Cottontail as is a character that you created for the album?
100% yes. And just for this album too. Unfortunately, at the end of the album, Cottontail does pass. Rest in peace to her, but she's here right now, so that doesn't matter.
There you go. You get to enjoy Cottontail Angel while they're still around.
Yeah, for a couple more years at least.
Yeah. Well, what inspires your music in particular?
Honestly, just like life experiences. I've been told by many that I've lived like a very interesting life, and I think that that is a very big factor that drives me to continue to create. And then also, I like to draw from the experiences of those around me as well. You know, so having and also I like grew up with a very wild imagination. So having an interesting life while also like having such a wild imagination just kind of drives the inspiration in me overall.
Yeah, so that imagination and kind of crazy upbringing helped shape the sound of Cottontail Angel and the
Exactly.
Summer Break album.
Exactly.
Well, we have some more songs to listen to, but before we get into it, can you tell us about the next one? It's called Fetch.
Yes. This one's kind of funny. Trying to think of the best way that I can word this for the camera. But Fetch is about specifically an experience that I had in high school that kind of led me to the core belief that I think all men have a little bit of dog-like traits.
Golden Retriever.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, every human being is different. I wouldn't say that every man is a golden retriever.
No.
I've met some that are Chihuahuas, Pomeranians.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, that's the
Okay.
core of it.
Yeah, well, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that piece now. Here's Cottontail Angel with Fetch.
You know better than a dog. Messing around with me won't get you where you want. You toy into the yard. You chase nothing that far. Not even a squirrel gone wild. Just chase the thought of a car. Like bones and things and stuff. I had to play a real tough knick-knack, paddywhack, throw a dog a bone. Should I give him what he wants? Better than a dog. Messing around with me won't get you where you want. On the carpet, coming keeps on coming, but then the fiends you running away from your problems again today. Run, boy, I told you I'm done. I ain't got the mind for games no more. Run, Bobby, run. Dang it, I feel so dumb, boy. I know that you know better than a dog. Messing around with me won't get you where you want. Boys are like dogs. tell them to go home. They came out and do a back playing games just like a dog. Bringing the mail, why don't you pay the bills while you're at it? Do you wanna play, boy? Do you wanna bone? I can play fetch with you if you want, but I can't stay for long. I gotta go home, but after a while I'll come back and we can. Better than a dog. I don't want to play fetch. Messing around with me won't get you where you want. Don't want a puppy who acts like this.
You're watching Behind the Bands, and we're here with Kottontail Angel in the studio with us today. We've listened to a couple of your songs, and they have a fairly unique sound. How do you go about creating and writing your songs?
So, actually, I typically just start with like little rough demos in BandLab. You know, it's easy to do on my phone. So, and that's kind of like where I started learning how to make music and everything. So, I typically start with just like, you know, I get on my phone, make a little beat, record over it pretty quickly, and then I like to send that off to other producers and writers, etc. And from there, they kind of do all the magic behind it, and together, like, I really like to call them so like I can give my input, they can give me their input of like, what do we change here, you know?
So would you say that music is a fairly collaborative experience for you?
Very collaborative, yes.
Yeah, and so you make everything on your phone and you just...
Oh my God, yeah. I
That's
honestly,
pretty cool.
I don't think I've made anything not on my phone.
Oh, wow. Well, we're in a studio today, so you'll
Yes,
have
we are.
that. What does your songwriting process look like more in depth? You kind of talked about how you're recording it with your phone, but when you're sitting down to write a song, or if like, how does that process go?
Honestly, it really varies because some days I'll have like, you know, I'll have like a day off from work and I'll be like, well, I'm at home. Let me like light all my candles, do an everything shower, and just like relax and write. But then there are other days where, you know, it'll be the middle of like a lunch rush at work and I just like hear a melody in my head. I'm like, oh my God, I have to write that down. I'm going to the bathroom. Like, you
So
know,
it can be spur of the moment, or you're
Yeah.
sitting down intentionally to
Right.
work on music.
it can literally be either or at any time of day.
Okay. Well, when did you start writing music?
I would say about 8 years ago.
8 years ago. So,
Yes.
oh, that's kind of a while. We're in 2017, 2018, about.
I would say something around
Yeah.
there. I'd have to like pull it up, but I have like my original demos and everything.
So you've been doing this for quite a bit.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Do you have any live shows that you do? And if so, like, how often do you perform? Do you have any plans for future performances?
Honestly, up until this year, I didn't perform too terribly much, but I actually got to go on tour with some great people such as yourself.
I did go on tour with you, yeah.
Yes, we did do that, and I'd say honestly, I perform anywhere that will have me. That can range anywhere from like actual legitimate venues to somebody's front yard to somebody's basement. You know, a lot of front yards and basements.
All of
But
the above.
yeah, and next year actually I do have plans for performances. I don't know what I can and can't say, but I would love to go back to Arizona. I'm looking at Seattle maybe,
Arizona and Seattle.
and maybe some LA too. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see
So
what
kind
happens.
of getting out of the four states area.
Yeah, because like a lot of the tour and everything was like Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas,
Mm-hmm.
and then like Arizona randomly went there. But
You have described your music as storytelling music. What do you think you want to let people know before they get into listening your music?
so for the album specifically, that's actually a really, really good question. That might actually take some thought. Wow, hold on. I think honestly, like what you need to know before listening to my music is it's there to help you. It's there to let you learn from my mistakes and my own personal like life story pretty much. Um, and just love those around you, love yourself. Um, don't put yourself in goofy situations for
So,
people that don't care about you.
okay, so a pretty positive message
Yeah.
that you're trying to send out with your music. Coming up next, we're going to be listening to Summer Break, the song. You also
Ooh.
have an album titled Summer Break. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the song?
So the song specifically, I would say the best way that I can quickly sum it up is it sums up the whole entire story of the album in one song. It kind of just re-walks you through the events, and I kind of wrote it at a time where I felt like I just couldn't catch a break. Hence the chorus. I've been waiting all summer just to catch a break. Um, so yeah, that's Summer
There you
Break.
go. Thank you, Kottontail.
you.
Let's check it out. Here's Kottontail Angel with Summer Break.
There's a ghost in the kitchen and a boy sitting in my room. I wonder why. What do I ask you? All these questions I've been waiting on a blessing on summer mattress. I think we've grown up now, but my body aches. I've been waiting all summer, waiting all summer, waiting all summer just to catch a break. I've been waiting all summer, waiting all summer, waiting all summer just to catch a break. Closet boys of janitors watching dead babies and mamas. It makes sense with the drop-ins. This life has been a pain in my, but at least I graduated and made paint touch grass. Now the garden stage growing, the summer's finally over. I think I took it all for granted, but somehow I managed to ran her over to come over. The boys they stay on in me, waiting on summer. Just to catch a break, I've been waiting all summer, waiting all summer, waiting all summer, just to catch a break. Waiting all summer, just to catch a break. I've been waiting all summer, waiting all summer, waiting all summer, just to catch a break. Hey, with anxiety hits you like a truck, I think I might miss you. What the do you want? Who do you think I am? I popped all your bubbles for fun. Get bent, I'm done. I put my mind over matter and realize double trouble never was what I wanted. Can't break me, save me, then remake me. I wonder what's in store. The next life around the corner. Can't break me, save me, then remake me. I wonder what's in store. The next life around the corner. Where's the love? Where's the sunshine? tricked me into thinking I wasn't enough. I was made for something more than rough loving. Can't wait till I escape. I've gotta get away. This is my summer break. The sun always out thinks of me in my eyes.
That was Summer Break by Kottontail Angel. We're back in the studio with them. Summer Break is also the name of the album you released, and what should people know about that album?
So that album, actually, what I think that everyone should currently know is that while on the surface it just seems like, your everyday concept album, it's over the next year about to get a lot crazier. And
Did you say it's a concept album?
absolutely, yeah. I mean, the storytelling aspect with the mixed genre stuff, I mean, how could it not be?
I see what you're doing. So you said you have plans to make it even crazier in the future. What's that looking like?
I have plans, and this, I really hope that this can actually happen. But I am wanting to make a music video for every single track.
Okay.
So alongside having the lyrical storytelling, there's going to be visual storytelling along with it.
Kind of like a short film almost.
Yeah, I want it to kind of almost feel like you're watching a movie a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. How long did it take you to write the Summer Break album?
I would honestly say it took the full 8 years. I mean, and I wish I had my phone on me so I could prove it, but like the first demo I actually ever made was a demo of Runaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that song's been around for.
That's what I meant by that's like the oldest song on the album.
You wrote that in high school.
Yeah.
Okay. You have quite a few songs you have released over the past 8 years, but where can people listen to your music?
Literally anywhere. YouTube Music, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. I don't think I'm on Pandora. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But like, if there's a streaming platform, it's on there.
Okay. Well, you heard them. They got music everywhere you can find music. Go ahead and check them out. Before we leave tonight, let's talk about the last song, Bubbles.
Bubbles actually was written about a scenario where I kind of was like a pushover for a really long time, like throughout my whole middle school, high school career, and even some after graduating. And Bubbles is kind of like me realizing that I don't have to take people's crap. Like, if somebody talks down to you or doesn't treat you right, you don't have to put up with it. Like self-respect.
It's about standing up for yourself,
Right.
Being your own person.
Well, yes.
Okay, like keeping up that positive message going with your kind of alternative sound. Well, thank you for joining us today on Behind the Bands.
Thank you for having me.
This wraps up today's episode. If you are an artist and would like to be on the show, all you need to do is contact us through the KGCS Facebook page. I'm Atticus Johnson, and you've been watching Behind the Bands. To end this episode off, we will be listening to Bubbles by Kottontail Angel.
I'm only worth what you make me. Can we just stop with the faking? Finish out the year with a bang from my double-barreled shotgun. You don't know a mess I've made until it's all done. And I'm gone, not your pawn. This ain't Jesse, I don't need your blessing. And we're done, I'm having fun somewhere else with my new lover. I don't mean to pop your bubble, but this is just my rebuttal. Can't expect me to sit here in silence, regretting everything I've done to the time being. You think you've got something on me? Ha! You've got the queen and blessing and we're done. Having fun somewhere else in my new bubble. I didn't mean to steal your lover, but this is just my rebuttal. Can't expect me to sit in silence, regretting everything I've done to the time being. I know I can't go back in time, but I can change what happens from now on. Just got to face my fears and understand that I don't have to entertain anyone. I'm gonna jump on. This ain't just me, I don't need your blessing and we're done. I'm having fun somewhere else in my new bubble. I didn't mean to cause you trouble, but this is just my rebuttal. Can't expect me to sit in silence, regretting everything I've done through the time.